Oh, sorry about that, y'all. It had chopped on me, so this will be part three of my testimony. Shame to Ahayah's glory, which my shame is, which is his glory. So, as I was saying, they're trying to kill me off in the hospital, in the jail. So, they transferred me from there into Fort Saskatchewan. And from Fort Saskatchewan to the U of A, back and forth. I spent 9 months in the hospital trying to heal, trying to recoup. That, you know, the the disease got so bad in my back that it started to deteriorate me. Not eating, not not drinking properly, not feeding well. So then I started deteriorating, but starting to fight because my dad started coming up, and I met this girl through my niece Keisha because my niece had a problem of a situation that was going down. So she three-wayed me to this girl, and I was like, "Who was that?" You know, and she's like, "Oh, that's my girl, Rosa." So, anyways, I got to meet this girl, and she came to meet me in the hospital, which was blessed. And we start to connect. Things were good. She had two boys, three boys prior, two that she had, and grown fond of these boys and started to take them as my own. But notice while in so I get out the hospital and moved to my uncle's, and then from my uncle's moved in with her. And then once moved in, things were good. We're doing not bad, and the cops come in 2007 now, and they come charge me with the stuff that happened, me being on the run. So before, and at this time, my mom was big time news. Okay, this whole thing was media big. Okay, like I was like another Tupac, and Tupac had blasted five times the first time. Here I'm getting blasted six by cops, not adversaries, by cops. Okay, and months prior, before me being shot, I was getting recurring dreams that I was gonna get blasted. I was seeing my death coming to me, but it was my death of the Reds. I thought it was Reds that was gonna get me, my adversaries. So I didn't know it was gonna be cops. So anyway, that went through and that went down, and then so media big became, and in 2007 I got out, got with this girl, um, and got her pregnant. By '08 my first daughter came. Now this is my miracle baby. Okay, when my daughter came, I named her after my mom because she was my princess now. So my little angel comes, and you know things are going between me and the wifey, and but we're bucking heads. I'm seeing big futures. Like I'm so used to making, $2,000 to $3,000 a night in drug money, and here we got kids now, and I'm like, I'm on age. This woman, while I was in the hospital, heard my story and had so much sympathy for my story that she decided to go out of her way to make sure that I was going to get recompensated for what that cop had done to me because of how much shots that I had taken because I had stabbed the canine unit cop dog. The dog never died, but I did. I died twice on the operating table when they were trying to revive me at the hospital. And I lost so much blood. I lost so much weight at that time. You know, I had now dropped 100, close to 90 pounds of blood. I had dropped dramatically. And the doctor said if I wasn't the size that I was, I would have been dead right now. But because I was big, 235 pounds, my muscle became tissue for the bullets. And I absorbed it like as if I was the Hulk. I absorbed the bullets, right? So I still have bullet fragments in me. I have major bullet fragments in me. I have my, because I've been shot in the spine. People don't understand how I'm still walking. I don't understand how I'm still walking. I walk, I rollerblade, I bike, I catwalk on my bike. Um, yeah, I do tricks on my rollerblades, although I shouldn't. But I wear a backpack and I have soft stuff in my backpack, so in case if I do fall on my back, it'll be cushioned, right? So I still plan that way properly. And so, didn't mean to get off topic. So now, things are good. Things I thought was good, but it started deteriorating as time started going on. When Amin came into progress, my my next son, he was born, oh no, in 2009. I went for my preliminary hearing for the trials. In 2010, I get convicted, and when I got convicted, I only got convicted for UAL, which is being unlawfully at large, which was I was on the run. But I got stayed for possession of a weapon and obstruction of justice. I got stayed charges, so that means they didn't have enough evidence to convict me on those, but enough evidence to convict me on being on the run, because I was. So now I get sentenced 6 months, and I'm like, what? I'm going back to jail again? So here I go back to jail not knowing, leaving the kid's mom with 3 kids, her pregnant at the time. And I'm like, damn, I'm gone to jail now. So that goes through. I get out. Junior gets born about a week and a half after I get out, which is wicked because I was able to see him. He was supposed to be due in August. I get out before he's born, so I'm like, sweet. I get to see him born, cut the umbilical cord for both my kids, and I was so thankful. I got blessed to see that, and been on the straight and narrow ever since. All this garbage had happened. Started to try to go back to school again in 2013. No, in 2012. Things wasn't happening good between the baby moms and me. So I decided to leave and head over to my sister Vernadelle. And she's like, it's about time you got out of that, because it was a toxic, very toxic relationship. I didn't like arguing. I don't like arguing in front of the kids. I don't like arguing with women, period. I don't. I like arguing with men because men, I can punch your lights right out, you know? But with a woman, I've never seen my dad ever hit my mom. I've seen him spank my sisters, but that was spanking, you know? I never seen him hit another woman. I've seen my dad smack some people, but I've never seen him physically hit my mom. So it wasn't in my blood to hit women. I just wasn't the type to smack them around. I got smacked by a woman, and be sure you got smacked the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? Excuse the language. Like I was meaning before. I don't smack me if you're not gonna get smacked back. Straight up. I ain't gonna smack you first, straight up, but don't hit me. You know? I don't put my hands on you. Why are you putting your hands on me? So The relationship got toxic. I moved out in 2012. Got my sister to help me into signing out papers so I can get a house in Calgary housing because I was on Asia already. She helped me with that and it was bonus. So here I got a spot now, and in 2013, the kid's mom thought my daughter was acting too sexual and got a doctor for her. And my I would pick up my daughter and bring her to her appointments until this one appointment she aired out some shit. Some major graphical shit to the doctor. And the doctor came flying to me saying, listen, your daughter cannot go back to her mom's house. And I said, done. I have a place already. She can come to me and I will take care of her, no problem. And about a week or two, her brother came along also. Child welfare had came in and had talked to the mom, and all of a sudden I got the kids. When I got the kids, I said, enough is enough, and I figured out I'll just keep them. I went and I got the doctor's letter report from what had happened and filed for child support, or not child support, for custody. I didn't even know about child support. So I didn't even apply for it. I applied for just custody for the kids. And I first started off with parenting because I wasn't trying to take away the kids from the mom. That wasn't my motto. But when she started to reject the thought that Daphne was speaking from her own experience and trying to put it to where I was the one who was coercing Daphne into saying what she was saying, I was like, yo, you're a straight loony. Like, you honestly think your daughter is not speaking truth? And from then on, I knew it was toxic, and I wasn't about to give up Daphne and to let her go back into that scenario. So I changed lawyers, fired my lawyer when I saw that he was trying to get Daphne back over there. I fired him and went and got a sister, you know, a, a nice sister that could understand what I was going through and would help me into getting my kids back. But I could see how the devil had turned the courts against me and been trying to not let me get the kids. I've been in court now for the last 4 years, coming 5. And it's been since 2013 I applied. We've been in court since 2013 and it's been still going. And I hope it comes to an end because Yeshaya, in the name of Yeshaya, Ahayah knows and sees exactly what's going on. And I know he sees. I know he knows that the mom do love the kids, and I hope she's there to help the kids, but honestly, I know exactly what these kids need. I've been doing it the last 4 years by myself. I haven't gotten any help from her. And I've been, in order to be able to do this, when I got convicted in 2010, I actually had stopped taking pain medications. And when I got out, I got my own place in 2015. 2012, 2013, when I got the kids, I noticed that, I started to be in pain and wanting a little help, and went back to my doctor and said, listen, doc, uh, let me see if I can get weed, because I had my weed medication already. I was smoking herbs, so I had that to help me, but I needed something a little extra. So I started getting the oxys again, because the oxys to me are like a Superman drug. It it numbs out my whole back, and I become Superman. Literally, I can do everything and anything, and I get everything done. You know, I will take my pills in the morning, and pew, I have the kids' breakfast done. My days are like this during the school. 6:30, I wake up in the morning. So I'll wake up at no, quarter after 6. I'll turn on my kettle. I'll have my medication, and usually I crush them. I don't like, I didn't like swallowing them, because I got, in 2011, I had gotten in a car accident. The Almighty, I'm telling you, the Almighty has been there for me. I should have been, this is why I think I was invincible, because I went through so much and thought, I've been shot 6 times and still I'm untouchable. To be able to be here, but I'm only here as a living stone of what Ahayah has done. I'm literally Lazarus from the Bible. Okay? When the two sisters begged Yeshaya to save their brother, and because of their faith, Lazarus was resurrected again. And because of my mama's faith and prayers, I was resurrected not once, but twice on the operating table. Been saved when I was 6 years old, car accident. Been saved in 2011 car accident. Been saved in 2006, been shot. Been saved, when I was in Edmonton Max by myself for the 6 months on all white boys unit that don't love niggas, that hates niggas, that proud to be white. Been saved the time when, instead of being shot up and left for dead, been saved. Ahayah's been saving me. And it is now for me to give Ahayah back what is rightfully his in its glory. I am here to let you all know that the same Jesus Christ that you worship, and the same Jesus Christ you know, who I know as Yeshaya, has saved my life. And I don't know how else I could ever repay him for what he's done for me. He saved me, and I am so grateful that he has saved my life. And I will forever, now and evermore, give him the almighty praise, because he is my everlasting, my Savior. And I never knew why before, but I know now. It's for me to tell all you niggas out there, stop your shit. You need to stop it and understand that it's not about this world anymore. It's not about here and what to get. I chased that money, and I did everything and anything, well, not anything, I didn't suck no dick or try to pimp my ass out to get nut and shit like that, you know? But I sold the drugs. I kicked down doors. I kicked in heads. I robbed your ass, you know, to get that money. And I really wish I didn't, you know? I really wish I would have went to school. I would have did something productive with my life, because now my daughter is asking me, "Daddy, you gone to jail. Why'd you go to jail?" And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to explain this? Your daddy was a gorilla nigga, one of the worst, meanest gorilla niggas that went from Tyrone and got his name changed to Vicious, which I got tattooed on my belly because that's who I became. I became so vicious. I lived to my last name, Vicious Steele. And I packed my gun and I packed my knives, and I will stab you, shot you. It didn't matter. You were gonna get hurt. And because I was living the reigns of evil, I didn't care. I didn't love. I didn't even love myself, you know? To the point that I'm so glad I've been safe now, man. Because I can see. I can see exactly. I had actually retired giving up in this game, you know, because of the point that I had spent so much of my life in jail, behind bars, that I thought the only next step was life. But I already had life. I had like 21 years locked up. And I'm not kidding. I'm 44 years old now. And I look 24 actually. You know, I'm 44 years old and people don't think I look 44. I still get ID'd for scratchy tickets, cigarettes, when I was smoking. Well, still smoking, you know. And I've been trying to ask Ahayah to get me off of that too. I've been fighting demons. But through prayers and my faith, I'll get over this, man. I know I will. Because I have an angel here who is guiding me. And I am so merciful. This is why I titled myself Ahayah's Mercy. Because of all that I've been through, he has had such mercy upon me. And, you know, I just wanted to share my testimony to you all, just to kind of get a grips and a gist of who I am and what I've been through and the peace that I now have because I have Ahayah in the name of Yeshaya. I have him watching my back. Shalom, family. Love you all. And love everybody that's come into the truth. For the truth shall set you free.